All right, Deanne, here's something I like to show here in these weather situations. Again, this is our snowcast model, and it does a really good job with not only picking up the snow, gives you kind of a description of what it may look like, and it also had some thunder and lightning yesterday at noon if you were watching here. It's got the snow moving back in here very shortly here. It looks like we're starting to see some of the bigger flakes kind of increase to the south. I'll put this into motion here. And you can see we're still kind of in a lull at the current time. And then watch toward the morning drive. The snow is really forecast to increase. And as we head towards 7 o'clock, we may be kind of hitting our peak. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few flashes of lightning here. It was picking up on that yesterday. And again, we've already had reports of that, especially on the south and west side of the city. That will enhance not only snow rates, but also amounts as we go out in time here. So with all this being said, the forecast really hasn't changed. Again, we have threat tracker sky high maxed out on this weather alert day here with snow and wind. The content of the snow is going to be wet this morning. It should dry out a little bit as we kind of get the wraparound or the upper level part of the system to affect us tonight. That's when we hit more of our blowing and drifting. So once again, the Weather Service opting to go winter storm warning and keep the blizzard warning to the north. And it makes a lot of sense given all the variables with this particular weather situation. Impacts, obviously, heavy snow, number one. Winds a close second. Again, it's kind of a 1-2 punch with winds gusting over 30. And at times, especially where it's a little bit colder to the northwest, you'll get blizzard conditions. Not to say that we should not take this serious at all, because we're going to be talking about visibilities really coming down, even with that snow as wet as it is going to be coming down at a diagonal direction there. So get ready for that, and then temperatures drop as we head towards tonight. All right, outside right now, again, kind of a lull here at the station, still 34 at the northeast wind at 20. Other temperatures about the same, again, generally pretty steady in the 30s. Some of the colder weather northeast of us, Denison and Carroll right now, both at 30. Mild spot where they're actually kind of going back to rain in the southeastern corner of the state at 37 there in Falls City. Maryville 34 also in the rain sector of this storm. That's how it's evolved, and it is a sharp cutoff. You get up to Nebraska City, heavy snow right now, and it's all snow from there to the northwest. In fact, check out our Weather Alert Viper HD radar. Again, I put some amounts on. Dry air kind of winning out here initially in the metro. Amounts anywhere from about a quarter to an inch, kind of depends. We had a pretty good burst about an hour ago. Already some reports of 1 to 2 inches, at least radar indicating that off to the east of us. And look at this cutoff. You can really see heavy snow, Nebraska City back to Beatrice and on toward Lincoln. You get south of there, it's rain. And I mean, this is probably going to be the telltale exactly where that cutoff is. All right, we go back toward Boys Town once again, indicating some snow here. And as we look out in time here, going back over the last 10 or 20 minutes, you can still see snow filling back in across the metro. And as we widen this out, you'll really get the idea of what's going on here again. You can see some of that rain actually increasing to the south of us, and that is going to continue to move back to the north and west here. Once again, the current time frame on this is showing that that has advanced a little bit, and even some wet snow up into the metro. There's the dry air. We were kind of checking that out again across parts of southwestern and west central parts of Iowa there. The west side of the metro, the snow really increases back toward Lincoln. And then you can see, again, we saw that cut off, the accumulated snow estimated by radar really changing off to the southeast of us. All right, here's our heavy snow mode. Love to use this. And once again, this is what it looked like about a half an hour ago. As we bring this up to the current time frame, once again, we are seeing that shift a little bit back to the west and southwest. And you can see from Nebraska City on toward Lincoln and Beatrice, that dark purple there, that indicates snow rates of 1 to 2 hours. Look at that. You just saw that half an hour shift. Even some localized 2 to 3 inch amounts to the west of Beatrice. So this is our snow rate. I love to use this tool. It's our heavy snow mode here on our snow machine, and it really depicts where the heaviest snow is. And right now, just absolutely blasting places across Otoe County. You can see 1 to 2 inches an hour to the west of Beatrice. In and around Lincoln, it's increased here, just southwest of the metro toward Lincoln. And you can see right now the dry air winning out, but we've got more energy coming up from the south. We are expecting this to fill in, and the snow is forecast to increase quite a bit here as we head through the next couple of hours. Winter storm watches in the blue, winter weather advisories and snow advisories to the south. Then we got rain and thunderstorms farther south from there. There's the blizzard warning in the red, and once again, not much has changed with that criteria being met, or at least a better chance for that, with sustained winds at 35 miles per hour or higher for at least a 3-hour period. Again, we're just not thinking we're going to quite do that. It's going to be windy. We're going to get heavy snow, and visibility will come down, but not quite blizzard conditions. At least that's still the ongoing thinking as of this morning here. All right, once again, we'll check out our forecast model. The snow increasing here this morning, especially from Omaha to the west. You can really see that. Then it looks like we kind of hit a lull through the middle of the day. And then here comes some of that wraparound snow on the backside of the system. Notice it gets colder, temperatures really drop, and we will have blizzard-like conditions overnight. Storm continues to move into southwestern and central parts of Kansas. Very well defined. It's really starting to wrap up and show its hand here. Showers and storms on the eastern side. You can see one wave of energy passing north of KC. Notice this moisture really rapidly increasing to our southeast. That's going to back in and overcome the dry air. And where it's snowing heavily now, it's going to continue to do so. Southeast, south central parts of our state, down in north central Kansas. Heavy snow, and we'll actually see this expand north and really increase. So massive storm continues to wind up. The track's still very favorable for us to get heavy snow, although once again, it's just a little bit north where it may put the heaviest snow central into northeastern Nebraska, but I think we're in a good spot. The forecast has not changed for almost a week. We're still thinking 8 to 10 inches here. Lightest on the southeast side of town, probably pushing 8 in Bellevue, maybe 9, and then as you get back to the north and west, we're talking 10, and then you get right outside the city, maybe 12 inches, a good possibility. And then just northwest of town, I think that's where we have the best shot to see in excess of a foot of snow. And again, all this being accompanied by wind. We continue with these two wild cards. The dry air, how far north is that going to push? Obviously, it's mild. It's mainly raining in northwestern Missouri. We'll have to watch that. Some models try to get it in here in the metro. I think as we head through the morning, the damage will probably be done as far as accumulation. We'll already have several inches on the ground. And then it looks like thunder and lightning would also continue to enhance the snow, especially from here off to the west. So for today, our forecast specifically, again, a winter storm warning is in effect all day long. Snow and wind are two big things we got to deal with. Several inches of accumulation, especially coming up here this morning as things really start to wind up here over the next hour or so. And watch the winds northeast to 40. Those we're already picking up overnight. Tonight then, the snow content, it turns from wet to dry. That means more blowing and drifting as we drop to 22. And then our 7-day forecast relaxes a little bit after some blowing snow tomorrow morning. We stay cold behind the system. In the wake of that, we're in the 20s the next couple of days. And then mainly dry and mild through the weekend, 32 Saturday, back to 35 Sunday. A couple of minor weather systems we'll have to kind of watch as we head through the next 7 days. I think most of our attention, though, is obviously what's going on this morning. Thunder snow, you can really see that heavy snow setting up just southwest of us, but I think we're going to see that fill in. There's some energy coming up from southwestern Iowa with those thunderstorms in northwestern Missouri. That'll wrap in and it'll take over the dry air, and then we're going to start to see a widespread area of moderate to heavy snow here.
True. It's coming. This storm is just getting cranked up, so we're going to be here throughout the entire day covering this storm. And